Keep it Kaz crew, it's your boy Kaz. Welcome back to the channel. As you know, this year we're going to be diving into American music as well, trying to get that culture going. Trying to learn basically. There's a lot of hidden meanings in American music as well, like terms and stuff that I've got as a UK reactor get to know. But today we've done a few of those tracks, but today we're going to dive into something a bit more historical, a bit more legendary, and we got Mockingbird from Eminem, one of my favourites. Don't know it word for word, but I've definitely listened to it a lot, and I just thought it'd be nice to go over it and read the captions and read the words, so we could kind of break it down and do like a little thing about it and see if there's anything I missed. And you know, there's different with like listening to music and reacting, because you when you're listening, you kind of just listening to enjoy. I do anyway. But for reactions, you actually like trying to kind of go with it word to word, like, you know. So let's check it out. Eminem, Mockingbird, baby. If you're new to the channel, you like to see, don't forget to go down below, like, subscribe. I want to say a big thank you for 153k, man. That's sick. I appreciate all the support. Yo.
Yeah. I know sometimes things may not always make sense to you right now, but hey, what Daddy always tell you?
Such a good song,
straighten
man.
up, little soldier.
Proper storyteller, like,
Stiffen
you
up
know?
that upper lip. What you crying about? You got me.
Hey.
Haley, I know you miss your mom, and I know you miss your dad when I'm gone, but I'm trying to give you the life that I never had. I can see you sad, even when you smile, even when you laugh. I can see it in your eyes, deep inside you wanna cry, cause you're scared. I ain't there, Daddy's with you in your prayers. No more crying, wipe them tears. Daddy's here, no more nightmares. We gon' hold together.
Bro, sorry, I'm not gonna pause it too much, because I know I don't want to ruin the flow, but the delivery on this song is impeccable, mate. Honestly.
Laugh, I can see it in your eyes, deep inside you wanna cry, cause you're scared. I ain't there, Daddy's with you in your prayers. No more crying, wipe them tears. Daddy's here, no more nightmares. We gon' pull together through it, we gon' do it. Laney uncle's crazy, ain't he? Yeah, but he loves you, girl, and you better know it. We're all we got in this world. When it spins, when it swirls, when it whirls, when it twirls. Two little beautiful girls looking puzzled in a daze. I know it's confusing you. Daddy's always on the move, Mama's always on the news. I try to keep you sheltered from it, but somehow it seems the harder that I try to do that, the more it backfires on me. All the things growing up as Daddy that he had to see.
Oh, bro, that's sorry. I just gotta pause. I'll run it back, bro. But just let me read this out to you, my son. I tried to keep you sheltered from it, but somehow it seems that the harder that I try to do that, the more it backfires on me. All the things growing up, Daddy had to see, Daddy don't want you to see, but you see just as much as he did. Like, it's so, I mean, that's, come on. I don't even have to go into, I don't have to explain it. It's there in front of us, bro. The delivery, the way he's kind of like being that role model to his daughter and somehow making it whilst being vulnerable. But, oh, mate, it's a next level, bro. That's once in a million, like once in a lifetime artist.
Growing up as Daddy that's always on the news. I try to keep you sheltered from it, but somehow it seems the harder that I try to do that, the more it backfires on me. All the things growing up as Daddy that he had to see. Daddy don't want you to see, but you see just as much as he did. We did not plan it to be this way, your mother and me, but things have got so bad between us. I don't see us ever being together ever again, like we used to be when we was teenagers. But then of course everything always happens for a reason. I guess it was never meant to be, but it's just something we have no control over, and
that's what destiny is, eh?
But no more worries, rest your head and go to sleep. Maybe one day we'll wake up and this'll all just be a dream. Now hush, little baby, don't you cry.
Come on,
everything's gonna be alright.
It's legendary,
pull it up, little lady. I told you,
Daddy's here to hold you through the night.
I know mommy's not here right now, and we don't know why. We feel how we feel inside. It may seem a little crazy, pretty baby, but I promise mama's gonna be alright. It's funny, I remember back one year when Daddy had no money. Mommy wrapped the Christmas presents up and stuck them under the tree and said some of them were from me, cause Daddy couldn't buy them. I'll never forget that Christmas. I sat up the whole night crying, cause Daddy felt like a bum. See, Daddy had a job, but his job was to keep the food on the table for you and Mom. And at the time, every house that we lived in either kept getting broken into and robbed or shot up on the block. And your mom,
bro, the way he talks about his life, like how difficult it is, the struggle of trying to, like, it's so nice to think that he has millions and millions of pounds now, and his daughter gets the life. Because when you listen to this, when you listen to the struggle before he had the fame, and how he was trying to save, like, almost had, I know the line's going to come up where it says, we almost had $1,000 for you, and our caravan home or little apartment kept getting broken into. Like, I mean, and to think that that's how he went from that to where he is today. You cannot be nothing but inspired by that, bro. And if that doesn't inspire you or make you feel any type of way, then you need to check yourself, mate, because that's the kind of shit that I look up to keep me going when I'm doing my YouTube channel, when I'm trying to create content and I'm trying to basically stay consistent. You know, when you're building a channel like YouTube in an industry that's so popular now, like, and some days your videos do well, some days they don't, and you know, and you think to yourself, oh, you know, and you get down about it. You know, people like this, songs like this, it was what keeps me going, knowing that no matter how hard things get, you know, keep going, because he was trying to save $1,000 for his daughter, and then that got stolen and kept getting broken into in his home. So he had nothing, and now look at him. So it can be done. It's possible, you know.
A bum. See, daddy had a job, but his job was to keep the food on the table for you and mom. And at the time, every house that we lived in either kept getting broken into and robbed or shot up on the block. And your mom was saving money for you in a jar, trying to start a piggy bank for you so you could go to college. Almost had $1,000 till someone broke in and stole it. And I know it hurt so bad it broke your mama's heart. And it seemed like everything was just starting to fall apart. Mom and dad was arguing a lot, so mama moved back on the Chalmers in a flat 1-bedroom apartment, and dad moved back to the other side of 8 Mile on Novara. And that's when daddy went to California with his CD and met Dr. Dre and flew you and mama out to see me. But daddy had to work, you and mama had to leave me. Then you started seeing daddy on the TV,
and mama didn't like it.
And you and Laney were too young to understand it. Papa was a Rolling Stone, mama developed a habit, and it all happened too fast for either one of us to grab it. I'm just sorry you were there and had to witness it firsthand, cause all I ever wanted to do was just make you proud. Now I'm sitting in this empty house, just reminiscing, looking at your baby pictures. It just trips me out to see how much you both have grown. It's almost like your sisters now. Wow, I guess you pretty much are. And daddy's still here. Laney, I'm talking to you too. Daddy's still here. I like the sound of that chair. It's got a ring to it, don't it? Shh, mama's only gone for the moment. Now hush, little baby, don't you cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Stiffen that up, bullet buck, little lady. I told ya, daddy's here to hold ya through the night. I know mommy's not here right now, and we don't know why. We feel how we feel inside. It may seem a little crazy, pretty baby, but I promise mama's gonna be alright. And if you ask me to, daddy's gonna buy you a Mockingbird. I'ma give you the world. I'ma buy a diamond ring for you. I'ma sing for you. I'll do anything for you to see you smile. And if the Mockingbird don't sing and that ring don't shine, I'ma break that birdie's neck. I go back to the jeweler who sold it to ya and make him eat every carat. Don't fuck with that.
Hey, that's, mate, truly one of the greatest to ever do it. You can't say there isn't. One of the best to ever do it. And you know, despite controversy surrounding him, you know, I've always been a fan of him. I grew up on that album, you know, the Marshall Mathers EP and stuff, you know. I remember it was my mum's first album, and when I was a kid, she used to play it all the time in the car, like, you know, so it's embedded in me since the very early days. And yeah, so now I'm older and I'm doing reaction videos. I think it's, you know, pay your dues, pay your respects, and enjoy it. And I just hope as a reactor I can mature and get better. I feel like I've done a lot of reflecting over the last couple of years and like reactions like this and stuff, you know. Yeah, I'm trying to mature as a reactor, you know, as well. I feel like reacting is not just, you know, being outrageous on camera all the time, you know. I think there's other bits to it as well. So anyway, enough of going on about that. You don't need to know that shit. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you want to see more, then make sure you go down below, like, subscribe, and all the rest of it. Peace.